Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. All right. Good morning. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And I'm just so excited about today and what today holds for us and in our time of just making it work in ways that are just incredible. And so go ahead and take a big, deep breath, like we do every single day. I'm so glad that you are here with me. And we're going to start our music that just lets us reset our minds to stillness and clarity. Let us reset our mind to stillness and clarity. We are on day 193 today. I know we're on day 193 today. And this is how we start our day. So many exciting things that are happening, and oh man, I'm putting together a universe, part of the Becoming a Person universe. We're going to take this to the next level with some accountability, not just for you, but mostly for me. And so we think about starting our day. I am in control of my thoughts. I direct my thoughts. I'm in control of my thoughts. I want to make sure that the microphone is working here. I think it is. Yep. So I'm in control of my thoughts. I direct my life with the right positive energy, and I am building my life with clarity. So let me think that. There we go. I'm building my life with discipline, power, and faith. Discipline, power, and faith. Of course, we wake up on purpose every day. Breathe in We're going to protect our focus. We're going to renew our mind and our thoughts, and we will not be distracted by our phones, our devices, our tablets, our TVs, our computers, our phones, scrolling. What do they call it? Doom scrolling. Trying to find something that will entertain us each day. Sometimes we wake up and say, well, I need to have something that is going to make my day happy. And I'm telling you, if you're happy, you know what? Clap your hands. Because when we wake up, finding what God would have for us, there's nothing that can be more joyful. I count it all joy, knowing, oh my gosh, I count it all joy. And so we're going to not be distracted. All the negative things that get pumped in our lives, we're going to be commanding our day instead of consuming it. I told you a couple of days ago, I just had one of those no good, very bad days. Things just kept happening. And I kept praying and said, Lord, make it happen in a way that I find joy. And yesterday was such an amazing day. I didn't do anything different. The things that were happening were still happening in the day. It's just the way that my day was set by everything working, everything doing that we're able to do. So we're going to hydrate immediately, continue to breathe in. Make sure your belly is full of air. And then you push it in to your feet, to your thighs, to your shins, to your hips, to your organs, to your arms, to your fingers, all the way up to your brain. Brush that air so that it gets all the oxygen that you could possibly need. Oh, I'm so grateful for my vision today. I'm grateful for the fire that is inside of me that I get to do what God put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases Him and serves others. I'm grateful that I can choose this day and how it begins. Today, I'm grateful that when the sprinklers came on and I put the new heads on and that it all works beautifully. Right? You got to find super easy things to be excited about. I just watched it for a few minutes. Water coming out of the sprinklers, even though we're only allowed to water like a couple times a day. But we're going to set our intentions for today. What are your intentions today? What are your affirmations going to be? I know we're going to do our affirmations together. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. Everything works out for me. What connection are you making today? I know I get to meet your cousin today. Excited about that. My mom's brother, we found out that he's been passed away for about 20 years, but we found out that he had a daughter that we didn't know about. So I get to meet her today. Excited about that. What promise are you going to make to yourself? Are you writing it down in your promise book still? Please tell me you're writing it down in your promise book. That every single day. We are on 193 days. We've been writing promises down. You should have 193 promises in your promise book. Now, if you're starting this as in day 2, and because you just started with us, and you're starting with us live, that is so cool. Hopefully you got 2 promises written down, right? We're going to check our finances. We're going to exercise today. I'm so looking forward to my 3-mile walk that I will do after we get done here today. Let's take 2 more breaths. As we transition to our devotional today, super excited about giving this devotional today. It's just one that we are in God's favor, and that's what we've been talking about. Let me put it on the screen so that you will have it. But we've been talking about God's favor. We're going to talk about procrastination coming up, but right now we are talking about God's favor. And as we're talking about God's favor, I've just been getting so excited because we have a section that we've been doing for over 193 days where we specifically talk about I will walk in God's favor. And so as we've been talking about it, make sure you drink your water. We drink our water in between the session before we jump into it. But as I was saying, so we've been talking about how God's favor, today's version of it is God's favor outlasts every setback. God's favor outlasts every setback. So the verse today is, weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. The full verse here is Psalms 35. For his anger lasts for only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Say today, tomorrow, and for the rest of our lives, we will walk in God's favor, because his favor lasts for a lifetime. Weeping may stay for a night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. And it is morning for us today. Father, thank you that your favor over my life is stronger than any setback that I face. One of the greatest demonstrations of God's favor is not that it prevents hard seasons. We know that the seasons that we have and the times that we are going to go through because we're on this earth, and the short time that we're here, and the blip of time of everything that goes on in our lives, we stress over some of the littlest things. And some of the things that we stress over are just him allowing things to happen so that we can move closer to him. It is that at last, and every setback you have that you have ever faced, not just every setback you have now, but every setback that you have ever had in your entire life has had an expiration date. Isn't that so cool? So every setback that you had is not a setback that you are continuing today. Now, if you just had a setback yesterday and you're still living today, it still has an expiration date. God's favor does not. His favor number lasts forever. When life knocks you down, the favor of God is the force that ensures the story does not end there. Your setback is not a sign that God's favor has left. It's often just the very place where his favor is being most powerfully refined. Let me give you an example. You receive a devastating professional setback. Maybe you lose your job. Maybe the company doesn't have money to pay you because they go bankrupt or something. A deal falls through. A door closes. Opportunity disappears. In the natural, it looks like loss. But 6 months later, you're not even remembering it, right? You discover that the door that closed was protecting you from something that would have derailed your purpose. Yesterday I was watching, I don't know how I stumbled across it. It was a video. Oh, it was a video that somebody sent me. And so I was watching, and it was this angel that was sitting at a bus stop. And there was a lady who was getting ready to get on the bus. Now, I'm sure all AI that created it. And so the angel, they kind of had it where they had like these outline of wings that you could barely see, but only you as the audience watching that was the angel that had wings. The lady who looked at the angel, she looked at him and looked at those wings. So there's no way the lady knew. And they were sitting at a bus stop, and the lady was getting ready to get on the bus. And so what happened is, I guess the angel lady had a whole bunch of apples in her bag, and she dropped all the apples on the ground. And so the lady who was getting ready to get on the bus, instead of getting on the bus, helped her pick up her apples. And so as she helped the angel pick up her apples, the bus drove off. But the bus got down to the stop sign, or stoplight later down, and the bus blew up. And it was showing us that, the angel was there to protect us in God's favor, that lady was able to live, because had she got on the bus, then she would have blown up and then she would have been dead. And so it was just kind of me just thinking about how God's favor protects us even when we don't know a bus is going to blow up. Even when we don't know the circumstances behind why something didn't happen. Because his plans are his plans, not our plans. And not always our plans are his plans. And so as we even predict our day, or we try to be proactive about today, there are going to be some things that we're going to have to react to. And there might be a purpose in why God has that. I've had mountains in my life where I was convinced that the setback was the end. Oh man, it's going to be over. I can't do this, or I'm not going to be able to move forward. And if I go back through my life, I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still excited about tomorrow. Are you? Many doors have closed. I've had many broken relationships. The plan that I had fell completely apart. Things didn't work out when I got online. We had internet problems last week that made it almost impossible for us to get through our lessons. And still, we just kept going. Right? The season that felt like silence from God. But looking back, now I can see that every single one of those setbacks was God's favor redirecting me. God's favor protecting me. God's favor positioning me. God's favor positioning for something I was not yet ready to receive. The morning always came. It was never as far away as the night made it feel. When we think about the morning, I'm not saying physically the actual morning when the sun rises, although I get excited about that too. I'm saying if the night may take 7 days and the morning comes, right? Noah was on the boat for 40 days and it rained, and then the bird flew down and he could see the rainbow in the sun. Right, so what's happening in our mind? Research in resilience psychology shows that people who maintain a sense of meaning and purpose during adversity recover faster and emerge stronger than those who don't. When we anchor our identity in God's favor rather than our circumstances, our brain's resilient systems activate more effectively. It's just a wonder, right? That God made us that our brain works better when we are in positive mode than when we are in negative mode. Helping us maintain hope, regulate emotion, and persist through difficulty with greater mental endurance. So our heart connection today is God's favor does not expire in your hardest season. It's working its hardest in it. What setback in your life do you need to refrain as simple for God's favor? Write down the setback from your past that you can now see God's favor working through. Let that testimony fuel your faith and your belief, right, in the favorable outcome compared to the doubt and fear of the unfavorable outcome. What you are the faith of what you are currently facing. So my short prayer today is, Father, thank you that your favor outlasts setback in my life. Help me trust you in the night seasons, knowing that morning is coming. Give me eyes to see, your hand to work, even when circumstances say otherwise. Blessing I want to give you, the first blessing I want to give you today is may you walk through every setback with unshakable confidence that God's favor is already outlasting. Our questions for today is, do you believe God's favor is still working in your hardest season? What setback in your life can you now see God is using for good? What setback can you see God is now using you for good? And what would your perspective shift today if you truly believe morning was already on its way? That morning was already on its way. I'm going to put these in the chat like we always do. Boom, put it in the chat. And now let's figure out how to live in this, right? Your setback is not your final chapter. God's favor has outlasted every hard season in your life so far, and it is not stopping now. Walk today with the confidence of someone whose morning is already on its way. Declare his favor over every closed door, every delay, and every difficult season, because that's what it looks like. The end is often where God has his greatest work. I'm going to just jump up to where we talked about, again, James reminds us to be doers of our word, not hearers only. So now let's move from learning to living. We'll be thankful together. We'll enlarge our faith together. We'll declare God's favor together. And then we will walk into this day expecting God to fulfill every promise he has spoken. Remember, God's favor isn't just something you hope for. It's something you believe, declare, recognize, and walk in every single day. For the time for favor is now, right now, today. I know I get so excited on these as we're talking about God's favor, and so I know I'm taking a little bit longer than we always do, but it is good. It is so good that we are there. And so now we will transition into our gratitude session. This is not the right video, but that's all right. We'll go to the history here because that's the one we will play at the end. And so where are you at? Because this one is working for us. So we're going to keep using it. All right. Go ahead and just as I go through the things that I'm thankful for, and I talk about my gratitude session, I just hope that you're writing some things down or that you're noting some things in your mind. At this time, I'd even encourage you, if you're watching this on your computer, to pick up your phone and go to the next note section and put something in. Or you can even speak. I've been known to send myself some text. I'll send myself a text that just said, God, remember to thank you for helping me to live boldly with purpose today. Lord, I want to thank you for this God moment, this where I feel like I'm in favor today because the lady gave me an extra scoop of ice cream just because. Now I can look at that two ways and say, thank you for the extra scoop of ice cream. Or I can look at it and say, why am I in the ice cream store when I know it's not good for me? Thank you for that cup of coffee that is hot, that is burning, that is allowing me to wake up better. Oh, because I knew that I took my water first and I hydrated before I caffeinated. I just simply want to thank you. Thank you for walking me up today. Thank you for walking alongside me. Thank you for the gift of another sunrise, the gift of another breath, the gift of another opportunity to become more of the person that you created me to be today. Thank you for every lesson that you taught me, everything that I go through consistently on a daily basis. Thank you for showing me that becoming isn't about arriving, it's about growing. Thank you for helping me to be patient in the times that I want instant change. And how you've been teaching me that real transformation in my life, in my world, happens one faithful day at a time. Lord, I thank you for the waking me up this morning at 3 a.m, rustling around and not knowing exactly what you would have for me. But then be able to take the next 2 hours to just concentrate on the next vision that you've given me to be able to implement in my life that will impact others. I thank you for the clarity in it. I thank you for the AI, Claude, whatever it was called, that I was able to put in the thoughts that you were giving me and use it as a thought partner as well. Like to help me clarify my own thoughts in a way that we could begin to build something that is going to make a difference and an impact. Lord, I thank you for every prayer, every decision, and every act of obedience, and every small step that I continue to take because you're with me every single morning as we get up and do this. Lord, I thank you for helping me be more patient. I thank you for helping me be healthier. I thank you for helping me closer to you. I thank you for helping me learn how to forgive. I'm just thankful that I'm stronger than I used to be. I'm thankful that we are in a different place than we were 193 days ago. And I'm thankful for the place that we're going to be at 193 days from now. Lord, I'm so thankful for the gift of what we've talked about and what you've shared with me that's going to happen in the next 90 days. I'm thankful that you reminded me of I'm not supposed to figure out how to pay for it. I'm supposed to figure out how to believe for it and pray for it. And let me stand on your promise and let you figure out. Just be obedient to your dreams. And so as we begin our thought process of being still, being quiet, making room, we're just going to take the next 4.5 minutes. We're going to create space for stillness and clarity. And this is going to be a guided moment of gentle pause and rest in God's presence. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to continue this cadence. We're going to continue this cadence. Make sure. We're going to continue this cadence, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to prepare our hearts for whatever He may want to reveal to you. There's nothing that you need to do right now. There's absolutely nothing that you or I need to accomplish right now. Nothing we need to fix, nothing we need to solve. Simply, we need to be present. We're going to continue our breaths. We're going to let thoughts come and go without chasing them. If our mind wanders, we're going to return to our breath. But we're going to ask this question: what do you want me to notice right now? What do you want me to notice right now? Matthew 11:29, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. Right now, He's asking me just to notice that I get to live within His promises. That His promises for yes for me and yes for you. We have a minute left, and make sure you drink your water during this minute that we have left. But one of the things He just asked me to notice right now was that the internet is working. What a blessing. Dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the things you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serves others. Dear Lord, give me the wisdom to do the things you put me on this earth to do in a way that pleases you and serves others. And yes, today, tomorrow, and for the rest of our life, we are going to walk in the favor of God. We've been talking about the favor of God for the last week and a half, and we're going to continue to talk about the favor of God. And now we are declaring our expectation, not because God needs to hear this or that we need to convince God that He's going to do this, because we need to hear it. We need to know that this is an expectation on our lives. And God told us to speak it into our lives, and we're going to do exactly what he commanded us to do. So we're going to walk in the favor of God in our health, in our finances, in our businesses, and our marriages. Today, we're going to walk in the favor of God in our key relationships, in our ministry. We're going to walk in the favor of God with our children, our grandchildren, and those whom we have influence with. Today, we're going to walk in the favor of God with our expectations, and I hope you're reading this with me. Today, we're going to walk in the favor of God with our debt elimination, with our credit and creditors, with our service to others, with our leaders, with our investors. Today, we're going to walk in the favor of God with our mentors, our coaches, and the people that we coach. We're going to walk in the favor of God with our new projects, with our team, and we're going to walk in the favor of God with those who work for us, with us, and whether they're paid or they're volunteer. Today and every day, we're going to walk in the favor of God, talk in the favor of God, and operate in the favor of God. For the favor of God is on our lives. It transforms our expectations, and it is in how we approach the world. It is evident in what we can see and what we can touch, and it is moving powerfully in what we cannot see. It surrounds us. The favor of God covers us. The favor of God covers our family. The favor of God covers our friends. The favor of God covers our meaningful relationships and connection. In fact, the favor of God rests on everything we are connected to. So that means somebody brushes up against you and knocks you down and you're mad at them. Oh my gosh, the favor of God is still on them. Oh my gosh, it is active in every area of our lives, and it's for the rest of our lives. Not for today, not for the night season. In the morning will come. So we talked about in our devotional. But the favor of God is on us for the rest of our life. So this day I expect favor. This day I live favor. And this day I anticipate favor. For the time for favor is now, right now, today. Oh Lord, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain. And as we move into our affirmations today, I'm going to put some affirmation music on for us. I'm going to scoot back to our very first one. Sometimes it just goes back and we have to start right here at the beginning. But I am becoming the person my future requires. Please say this with me. I am becoming the person my future requires. And the next one is we are becoming the persons our future requires. Oh man, that was the wrong direction. All right, let's go to I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. And we are consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I act. And we listen before we react. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. We are grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through daily actions. I build trust through daily actions, and we build trust through daily actions. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value. I attract unlimited wealth because I give extraordinary value, and we attract unlimited wealth because we give extraordinary value. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow, and what I practice or what we practice today becomes our legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start, and we finish what we start. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. And we wake up on purpose and we live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I'm intentional about where my attention goes. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I am intentional about where my attention goes. And we protect our focus and we guard our minds. We are intentional about where we give our attention to. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect, and we choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I'm healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movements, and habits that give me energy and vitality. I am healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movement, and habits that give me life, energy, and vitality. I am healthy. My body is continuously healing and strengthening itself. I choose foods, movements, and habits that give me life, energy, and vitality. I speak life to myself and to others. I'm a master of being present. I speak life to myself and to others. I'm a master of being present. I speak life to myself and to others. I am a master of being present. And we speak life to ourselves and to others. We are masters of being present. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. And we make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. And we keep our promises, especially the ones that we make to ourselves. We just move on instead of messing with that. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. And we choose courage over comfort. Oops, I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day, and we make meaningful connections every day. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. I take responsibility for who I'm becoming. We take responsibility for who we are becoming. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I'm supposed to be, or we are right where we are supposed to be in order to become who God made us to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what he has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what he has called me to do. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything we need for what he has called us to do. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough, and we are enough to fulfill our purpose. Everything works out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person that I have become. Everything works out for me because I direct my thoughts. Everything works out for me because I refuse drift and distractions. And everything works out for me because that is the person that I have become. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere in all things. I live in abundance. There is no lack. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And I count it all joy knowing God is using every season and every situation to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose in me and through me. I count it all joy knowing God is using every season and every situation to strengthen me and fulfill his purpose in me and through me. And then as we move into our intentions today, our intentions, where did those go? Oh my gosh, I think, holy moly, I know I put them up here yesterday, but it just disappeared again. All right, we're gonna get them right here. Today's intention, continue. I'm gonna put it here so it doesn't disappear. And I apologize, but here it is. Put it right here so it doesn't get covered up. There we go. All right, so I make a promise to myself. Make it, I say it, I do it before I go to bed. I honor my commitments even when no one is watching. I make meaningful connections, 100% present, eyes up, right? Phones down, and I choose people over distractions and presence over convenience. I make space for stillness and clarity. I'm gonna be still, I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna listen. I'm going to make room because I slow down long enough to hear what matters most. I lead with gratitude. I choose to notice what is good, what is present, and what is already working in my life. 3 times today, I'm gonna stop, look, and say thank you. I'm going to act with purpose. I do not drift through my day. I choose my directions intentionally. I reflect, what did I do today that kept me on the path to my purpose? I'm going to lead people better than I found them. I'm going to encourage. I'm going to uplift. I'm going to serve whenever possible. I'm going to add value and speak life, and I'm going to lift someone up. I'm going to trust God with what I cannot control. I'm going to release what is not mine to carry and focus on what is mine to steward. I'm going to pray about it more than I worry about it. And today, I will keep my promises. Today, I will be fully present. Today, I will create space for stillness and clarity. Today, I will stop, look, and say thank you. Today, I will take action that aligns with my purpose. Today, I will leave people better than I found them. And today, I will trust God with the rest. Because becoming the person that I'm called to be is what it takes to get that done. And of course, I will not settle, right? I will not settle for anything in this mediocre life, right? Heavenly Father, I make up my mind today. I will experience your best for my life. I will not settle for small living or small expectations. I will not settle for things getting worse in my life. I will not accept decline or defeat. My life is rising higher and higher, and everything in my life is growing, flourishing, and advancing. I will not settle for my past holding me back from my future. You have destined me for greatness, so I will not settle for a mediocre life. I choose to receive your blessings. I let go of small expectations. I choose to receive what you have already done for me. I expect goodness and mercy to follow me all the days of my life. I choose today to think big and to renew my mind to heaven's way of thinking. I will speak to my mountains and they will move. My family and my descendants will be blessed. I will possess a land. I will use big language because you are big language. I will ask big. I will seek big. I will dream big. I will never stop envisioning a better life and dreaming about a better life. My family being better, my health being better, my purpose being better, my emotions being better, my mind being better, and my finances being better. I refuse to settle for a life that is getting worse. I embrace a life that is getting brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger, greater and greater, from glory to glory every day until the day of your return. I give up small thinking. I expect good things to happen to me every day of my life. I agree with your way of looking at things. I decide to think bigger every day, and I will continue to ask for what you said I could ask for, the desires of my heart. I accept the visions and the dreams that the Holy Spirit has placed within me. I will not be limited by any ceiling, any roof, any wall, any barrier, or any limitation others place on me, like age, race, color, education, or gender, or anything else others say I am. Nothing will limit me because you are an unlimited God and you live inside of me. I stand on knowing that you are able to do immeasurably, abundantly, above all that I can ask or imagine, according to your power that works within me. Today, I let go of the small God and small expectations, and I begin to dream big, extravagant dreams, my wildest dreams, believing that you are doing exceedingly beyond all of these dreams. And I ask this in your name. Amen, amen, and amen. We're going to seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto us. And today, as we get ready to prepare for our song, I just want you to know again that you are God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. Let him wrap his arms around you in a way that allows you to be a gift to somebody else, because you are an answer to somebody else's prayer. And as answer to somebody else's prayer, that means that you just have to be available for God to use you. You just have to believe for it. You have to pray for it. There's nothing you can do but just be there and let God do the rest. So I want you to enjoy this song. Think about what it means to become the person, and I'll have a blessing for you right after.
Dr.B in the building. We're becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the podcast to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taking off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others others rise so their best becomes their next level. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
All right, and now your blessing for today. The blessing that is just for you. May the Lord bless and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you peace. May you walk in His favor every step you take today, every place you go today, and everything that you do. Don't forget, today is going to be a great day. It is going to be a great day in every single way. It's because the God who made the universe knows every hair on your head. He knows you by your name, the exact name that your mama named you however many years ago. He knows you by that name. He also probably has a special name that He just has an endearment. You know, I love it in the shack where He says He's especially fond of you. Because, my friend, you are loved, you are cherished, you are special. And today I want you to have an amazing, I want you to have an awesome, I want you to have an awestruck, I want you to have an incredible day today. Be blessed, and we will see you tomorrow at the same time. There's a couple comments that I will ask. Thank you and good morning for the folks that are here. So have an amazing day. Good morning and God bless you.